What is up, guys? Joe here, back with another video. Today is Thursday, November 11, 2021, and Lucid is up over 10% for the day. Lucid is rallying on the news that President Joe Biden has passed a new infrastructure bill, and Lucid has begun making their first car deliveries this week. This past month has been a crazy month for all electric vehicle makers, including Tesla, Lucid, and Rivian, who just went public in the world's biggest IPO launch ever. So today I wanted to look at some headlines, do some technical analysis, and see if Lucid is a buy recommendation at the $45 mark. So let's begin. So beyond the $1 trillion infrastructure bill that was passed this week, the other positive catalyst pushing EV stocks forward is Rivian's IPO. So here's one headline regarding Rivian. Rivian valued at over $100 billion in debut after world's biggest IPO of 2021. Here is another headline. Rivian faces a tougher road to profitability than Tesla ever did, analysts warn. And if we jump over to FinViz, we scroll lower. Why EV startups are commanding such high valuations. Electric vehicle company valuations indicate they'll absolutely dominate this space, strategist says. Lucid confirms first customer deliveries to begin this week. Luxury electric vehicle company Lucid Group Inc. said Wednesday it will begin delivering Lucid Air to customers on October 30 with an exclusive Dream Delivery event in California. The Dream Delivery event comes not long after the company started production last month at its manufacturing facility in Casa Grande, Arizona. Creating the Lucid Air has truly been a labor of love, with customer deliveries representing the culmination of years of endeavor from the entire Lucid team, said Peter Rawlinson, CEO and CTO, Lucid Group. Lucid said it intends to deliver 520 Lucid Air Dream editions, which will then be followed by deliveries of Lucid Air Grand Touring versions. The company's Touring and Pure models are anticipated to be ready for delivery during next year. So now jumping back into FinViz, so we do see a new buy rating was initiated by BTIG Research on November 8th, but this price target came in at $14, and $14 is a lot lower than the current price of $45 right now. And before that, Bank of America Securities gave it a buy rating as well back in September, and they gave it a price target of $30. And before that, Citigroup also gave it a buy rating and a price target of $28. So as you can see, a few of the banks are mildly bullish on the name. They do know that Lucid operates at a loss, and they exist as a pre-revenue company, so they won't even begin to post profits for a couple of years. So with that being said, they are giving Lucid a mild price target and not something that is exorbitantly high. So now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, Lucid did IPO back in January with an opening price of roughly $9, and from January into March it did hit an all-time high of roughly $65 where it topped out, and after that it just fell off a cliff. And ever since then it was trading sideways for most of the year, and now from October into November we have seen a modest rallying pushing higher, and we reached today's closing price of $44.98. This past month has been really bullish for Lucid, and the question is, will this momentum continue moving forward? And as you can see indicated by this blue line running across, our ultimate support would be roughly the $17 price point. That would be ultimate support for Lucid. So now we can look at it the same way within TradingView. Here is our daily chart, and you can grab your trendline tool here, and like I mentioned earlier, ultimate support was at roughly $17 here. And you can see Lucid was respecting the trend line every time. It would bounce off support here, bounce off support here, and bounce off support here. Ultimate resistance would be the all-time high previously posted at roughly the $65 price point here. That would be our ultimate resistance. So the question would be, eventually, can we reach 65 again? And are we able to push through 65 and climb even higher? So in order to make a more accurate price prediction to see where Lucid is headed, we can draw some Fibonacci retracement zones in order to plot future support and resistance lines. So what you want to do is zoom out here Great, and then grab your fib retracement tool here, and you drop your first anchor at the lowest point of the stock, and your second anchor would be at the highest point that was previously posted at roughly $65. Great, and as you can see, Lucid was previously trading in this zone from here to here, and that's between the 50% retracement zone and the 61% retracement zone. It was able to break through the 61% retracement zone. We are currently in that zone, and that's between the $37 mark and the $43 mark. And the good news is we were able to close above the 61% retracement zone. So we closed above this zone. So now we are in the next upper zone, and our next resistance zone would be here at the 78% retracement zone, and that's a price target of $53.19. So if we're able to break through that zone, our next level of resistance would be our ultimate all-time high of $65. So currently there is a lot of hype behind Lucid. It is being treated as a bit of a meme stock. A lot of the electric vehicle names are being used as quick day trades for a lot of investors, but fundamentally some of the sales numbers and the operating expenses don't add up to its current valuation. So do I think Lucid could reach its previous all-time high of $65? Yes, I do. There's a lot of people FOMOing into this name who think electric vehicles are the future and EVs are the future, but we do have to wait a bit for this name to settle in order for you to get in at a better price point. So theoretically, let's say we're able to push beyond the $65 mark and push even higher. We can draw some Fibonacci extension zones in order to see where the stock could be potentially headed next. So you can zoom out here. So beyond the $65 price point, if we were able to break through that, our next level of resistance would be the 127% retracement zone, and that's a price target of $80. And if we're able to break through that, ultimately we can find our next extension level, and that's the 161 retracement zone, and that's a price target of $99.12. So the question is, can we get there? Can we ever reach that $99 price point? I do believe we can, but not for at least another year. This stock is riding on pure steam, pure hype, and the fundamentals don't equate its current price point. So would I recommend this stock at its current price point? I would not. At $45, I think it's overvalued, overpriced. There are better entry points for you currently. So what we can do is zoom out here. And now that we've cleared the Fibonacci retracement zones, we can turn on our volume profile indicator. And as you can see, our zone of demand was actually at the point of control level here, and that was previously at the price of $24.13. So anytime around that was a perfect entry point for you. And the way you can read this is these volume bars on the side here on the y-axis. These volume nodes show you where the most active volume at which specific price point were purchased the most. So with this point of control running across, we do see some volume price action oscillating up and down, and finally we were able to resolve to the upside. So any point around here was the perfect entry point to get in, and that was, like I said, the $24 mark. And we had a lot of buyers coming in, judging by this huge green candle. So back in October, this was the perfect time to get in, but currently at its $45 price point, I don't recommend the stock. This would not be a buy recommendation from my end. So Lucid does have earnings next week, and from there we'll get a better clarity of where they stand on a delivery standpoint and a earnings standpoint, and that could either propel the stock higher or it could bring it back onto a fair value price. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.